Hello guys, it's January the 10th today. Just found out some bad news actually. The maths exam that I did a couple of weeks ago, I failed it. So, a bit disheartened, but I'm trying to stay positive. Everything I do, I try and be positive with. I've still got time. I've still got time to pass it for a university. So I'm trying to stay positive. Obviously, I'll keep saying to you guys stay positive, so it'll be a bit hypocritical if I was not to stay positive. So I've still got time, nothing to dwell on. I've just been to Jacob's house, stay there overnight. I'm walking to the hospital to get the bus from there. A bit out of breath, you see. It's a 3-mile walk. I should be healthy, but it's quite worrying actually. I'm out of breath now. I've been to Jacob's today. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm walking there. It takes about an hour to get there. Yeah, I'll bring you some more when I get home. Well, that's 2 miles down. We've got 2 more to go because I found out that it's not actually a 3-mile walk, it's a 4-mile walk. So, you know, nearly there now though, 2 miles. Yeah. If you want to go on a 4-mile walk, maybe this could inspire you to walk 4 miles. Hopefully it does.
Yo. Hey, yo. Isn't you beautiful? Hey. You're beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. I mean, when you see cats and dogs, you sometimes get distracted on your walks, but what a lovely cat that was. I love cats, I love dogs. What do you guys prefer, cats or dogs? That sun is so bloody bright. Sorry about that. Yeah, what do you prefer, cats or dogs? Drop it down in the comments. Be interesting to know what you guys prefer. So as you can see, my local hospital is absolutely rammed. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the stress of the NHS. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to show you in a moment. I volunteer at this hospital. I work in a cancer ward, so I do the tea rounds and helping out with basic things that they need. Sorry, I just had to cross the road. Basic things that they need, and also I'm hoping, I've got to get a training day for this, but I'm hoping to get into accident and emergency, volunteering in there. I'm going to show you that in a moment. Obviously I can't take you in there, but I'm going to show you the ambulance depot. It's absolutely fantastic, amazing. I'm going to show you the hospital from where I'm standing, but I just want to show you that you can make a difference, even if you don't have the grades or stuff like that. Just go volunteer at a hospital. It's so bloody rewarding. I don't know about you guys, but isn't that a fantastic sight to see? Bear in mind the traffic, that's just stress of the NHS, but look how beautiful that is. And we take so many things for granted, and we've got stuff like this. It's absolutely fantastic. You see there, that's the ambulance depot. We've also got a helipad as well. And I'm hopefully going to be volunteering there, which will be absolutely life-changing for me as well. Well, we've arrived at the bus station about 30 minutes early, which is good. There's the hospital. Beautiful thing. Yeah, I just want to say, like, if you do have some spare time, pledge it to other people, make a difference. Even if it's just making the teas, you can work your way up from there. Because, like, even if you don't get paid for the work you do, every day you leave work and you know that you've made a difference. And I think that's better than any financial gain, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but just as someone smiling at you and saying that you've made a difference today, I mean, surely that's better than £70 in your pay packet, for me anyway. But you know, go and volunteer at your hospital, guys. It's absolutely amazing. Hello guys, something absolutely brilliant. Well, not brilliant, but I honestly think it's changed my life for the better. Basically, as I left you guys and went into the hospital, I walked in because I was going to get some money out, wasn't I? I walked in there and there was a girl, I'd say she was about 2 years older than me. I'd say she was about 22, and she was crying on the floor. And when I mean crying, she was screaming on the floor. People were just walking past her, not even acknowledging that she was there. And obviously I thought, well, I'm gonna go and get some money out, and if she's still there, I'm gonna go and see if she's okay and maybe offer her a cup of tea or something. So I went round, got my money out, and she was still there. No one even spoken to her by this point. So I went over to her and I sort of went to knee level and I sort of said, "Are you okay?" Obviously she wasn't okay. I could tell that already. And she couldn't even speak to me. She was in that much shock, and I was thinking to myself, well, for her to be like that upset in the middle of a hospital, she's obviously got to have been affected by something. So I thought, okay, something needs to be done here. So I said, do you want me to buy you a cup of tea or a coffee, and maybe we can talk about it somewhere in private, you know, instead of talking about it here. And to be honest, I didn't actually expect her to say yes. I expected to do a bit more. I was expecting to plan a bit more, you know what I mean? So I had something planned if she said no, to try and persuade her to talk about it more, because I didn't want her to be sat on the hospital floor. So she actually agreed to have this tea and coffee. I brought it for her, and I could tell it was a big thing for her to say what happened to her. So she was saying what happened, and basically, I don't want to go too much into it because I really, really respect her, but something happened to her mum, and sadly she has passed away, bless her, and she hasn't got any family, basically. Her mum was the only, basically, go-to for her. She lived with her mum, and she got taken in that night. It was actually cancer, and she was an absolute bitch, bless her. And I said to her that today I was actually quite down in myself because I've just failed a maths exam. And I feel really wrong because you've just lost arguably the biggest person in your life. And I just gave her a hug, and I seen a nurse walk past and I said, look, could you help me here? I thought this was beyond my needs, sort of thing. So I called the nurse over and I basically said, you know, what happened. And she said, okay, we told her name, and, well, her mum's name actually. And luckily, that nurse was actually looking after, well, in charge of looking after her mum. Sadly, you can't save them all, unfortunately. But she sort of took her away. And as I was leaving, the nurse came up to me and said, I just want to say that we've taken her to the bereavement centre. She's going to get some help with what's happened to her. And I just want to say thank you for actually stopping and listening to her story. And I thought, well, I didn't actually expect someone to say thank you. Do you know what I mean? I didn't do it for the thank you. If I was in that situation and I was crying on that hospital floor, I'd expect someone to at least acknowledge me. I mean, she must have felt invisible. So I really thought I would take this moment to sort of say, if ever you're going into a rough spell, or you're feeling down, or you failed an exam like me, just always think that someone could be on the hospital floor crying because they've lost a loved one. And just think about that, and maybe it might motivate. It has me, to be honest, that it isn't the end for you. You can do a lot more with what you've got, and some people don't have what we've got. And I think that's going to be the end of this vlog. I just want that to be sort of in your minds like it is in mine. And thank you for listening. And I really hope that girl gets the care that she needs,